What's up, everyone? It's Jay Kills. A few days ago, I played a game and I kind of forgot that I recorded it, so this is going to be the gameplay. It's only going to be like the last pitch before, every hit, every out, stuff like that. We're playing the New York Yankees. The guy has Jorge Posada as his creative player, Carlos Beltran, Joey Votto, Hanley Ramirez, Charlie Blackmon, Andre Dawson, Corey Seager, and Cal Ripken Jr. with Felix Hernandez on the hill. I've got Jackie Robinson, Carlos Beltran, Hanley Ramirez, Ed Matthews, Matt Kemp, Domingo Ayala, Joe Mauer, Ripken, and Ron Guidry on the hill. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the game. I think this was the first game I played that night. So we get to a 1-0 count here. I go to throw an inside fastball, and he starts it off with a jammed late single. And I was like, that's a great way to start this game off. So we get it to a 3-1 count here, and he ends up flying out for the first out. Luckily, he didn't get to advance his creative player on first there. So now he's got Joey Votto up. The first pitch, inside fastball, he hits it. I tried the turn two right there, but I really couldn't. He hit and run. So we got 2 outs, and now Hanley's up. His creative player's on second. And the first pitch, Matthews gets it, throws him out at first, and that retires the side. So, it was a pretty quick top of the first. Get an 0-1 count with Robinson, and I'm late, and I fly out to right field. And now Beltran's up, and at this point in time, I just got Beltran. I think I used him one game. But he comes up there and he rips one out into left center, and it bounces over the wall for a ground ball double. Now Hanley's up with a 1-1 count. And I had good timing. I was on it. It was nothing. He had Dawson in center field. I wasn't going to run on it and test it. I did get it. It might have been a little bit off, but... And then come up here with Matthews, and I ground out to Seager to end the inning. So now he's got Blackmon up. We get a 2-1 count. Throw a curve. He grounds out to Jackie for the first out of the second. And now Andre Dawson's up. Come down with a slider down and in here. I missed my spot, and he tips it into the glove for strike 3. Seager's up on the first pitch, and he flies out for the third out. So the first 2 innings have went by pretty quick. Got a 2-2 count here. And I was completely late off. Struck out with Kemp. I didn't think he'd throw a high fastball there, but I thought I was on that one with Domingo, but it's just a deep fly ball. It's a little bit off. I thought I was on it. Mauer comes up. He rips one into left, and he just misplayed it. So Mauer ends up with a double. And now Ripken's up. And the first pitch. Right there. Just a deep fly ball. So now Ripken's up for him. We get it to a 0-1 count. Come in with a slider. Matthews makes the play and throws him out at first for the first out. Now Felix is up. Let's see, yeah, first pitch. And he pops out. So, I mean, it's been really quick. And now his creative player's back up. Get a 1-0 count here. Come in with a fastball. And, you know it, a late jammed single. Just like he started the game off with him. So the first pitch here, yeah, he does get a good piece of it, but he does fly out for the third out, and that retires the side. Now Guidry's up, and I remember this. I swung when I didn't want it to, and I popped out. Yep. I played this game a couple of days ago, and I kind of forgot, but I've not uploaded anything for a while, so I figured this would be good. Now Jackie's back up. Get it to an 0-1 count. And he squares that up and hits it into right center. I could have possibly maybe got 3 here, but I did keep him at second. If I did get 3, it would have been really close. And Beltran comes up the first pitch and just cranks one out there for a 2-run home run to give us a 2-0 lead. In the bottom of the third, and now Hanley's up. Get it to a 0-2 count with him. And he throws a perfect slider there. He caught me looking. Like, that was just beautiful. Matthews comes up. I mean, he gets a hold of that one as well. And I thought I was out right there. So, I mean, I finally seen that it was still in play. And then I paused the game and went into the replay to look and see, you know, what just happened. Because I could have swore he caught it. And he hits it well. I mean, he got a hold of it. And it actually goes and it bounces off the fence and into his glove. So I was able to get a triple there with Matthews. And first pitch right here. Kemp's able to hit it, and... Or is that Beltran? No, I think it's Kemp. Who is that? I can't remember now. It didn't matter. I come up there, and of course I popped up with Domingo. And now Votto's up. We get it to an 0-2 count. Throw a curve here. And he hits it over to first. And Hanley's been playing really good at first base. And now Hanley's up for him. We get it to a 0-1 count. Throw a 2-seamer here. And he grounds out the Ripken. About overthrew my throw right there, but I caught it in time. No, it was a 4-seamer, not a 2-seamer. So now Blackman's up with an 0-1 count. I missed my spot right there, and he hits it out into left center. And he gets a double. With a just late hit. So he's had 3 late hits. Now Dawson, and he hits it out to Matthews, who throws him out at first to retire the side. So now Mauer's up. And that was good. He caught me looking there, struck me out. Got a 1-1 count here with Ripken, and that was a bad pitch to swing at, but his catcher makes one hell of a diving play. And Guidry couldn't do anything either. So that was a quick bottom of the fourth. Now we're in the top of the fifth with a 2-2 count on Seager. little high curve, and he grunts out to Jackie for the first out. Now Cal's up, and I throw a curve on the first pitch. It's a pretty low curve, but he is able to get under it somehow, drive it out into center field, and he does pinch hit and bring in Andrew McCutcheon. I go to throw a two-seamer here, miss my spot, and of course, so, you know, 4 late hits is able to keep him in it, and then 1 good hit really keeps him in it. So now it is a 3-2 game. Inside, okay, he was late on that one, but it did go right to Kemp. And the first pitch here, I believe, is a splitter. Yeah, and he grunts out the rip. And we retire the side, so I mean, it's alright. 4 late hits, 1 good hit. I wasn't expecting a high pitch with him. It caught me off guard, and I definitely, like, I didn't read that one right. I was definitely late. I don't know why I swung at that, but I did. I wasn't even on it, I was beside it. It was a good slider. Now Hanley's up 2 outs. We get it to a 2-0 count. And here's another diving play, like a leaping diving play. So Votto's up, the top of the 6th with an 0-2 count. And there you go. So he gets Votto on. He had good timing on that one, so. Hanley does hit into a double play, which is good, so we get that out. Now Blackman's up. The 0-1 count and 2 outs. And he's late again on a low splitter and gets another single. Completely late, so he's had 2 good timing hits and like 6 late hits. Or 5 late hits, whatever. I'll see here in a second. 5 late hits, 2 good timing. He's only down by 1 run. That was a pretty good hit. He does bring in Kelvin Herrera to face Matt Kemp. I was late there. I'm really starting to like Ed Matthews though. Like I feel like now that this was, you know, early when I got him. But Domingo's up with an 0-1 count. And I hit into a double play, and that ends the inning. So now Seager's up. First pitch. Jackie's able to run that down, throw him out at first. It was a good play, because a lot of those have been getting through lately. But we get him to an 0-2 count here. And he strikes out with Ripken. He does pinch hit, and he brings in All-Star Stanton. Throw a inside fastball. And Matthews can't make the play. He's safe at first. It was a good hit. Now we get it through a 3-2 count here, and he just strikes out looking. So we're in the bottom of the 7th. He brings in Felipe. With an 0-1 count here, I square this up. Good timing, and it just goes right to the center fielder. Or Dawson's able to run it down. And now Ripken flies out. It's just a little bit off on that changeup. I pinch hit from Guidry, brought in Miggy, and fly out again there. So it's the end of the 7th. I brought in Felipe myself. Beltran's up with a 1-2 count. I throw a high fastball here, and he's able to make contact with it and hit it out into shallow center field for the first out. And now Votto's up. It's a 1-0 count here. I missed my spot on that fastball, but Kemp runs it down, makes the play. There's 2 outs now. Now Hanley's up with the 2-0 count. Inside fastball. He's late. Drives it out in the right center. Yep. There's a change up. Missed my spot. He had good timing on that one. Blackman is able to get a single. He doesn't go to second. He goes back to first. Now Dawson's up. I brought in Gagne, and then he pinch hit and brought in Harper. And I had to throw to second there. If I would have threw to first, he definitely would have got that run and tied the game up, because the first baseman wouldn't even nowhere near first base. And I'm glad that I thought of that. But Jackie comes up, and of course, he gets a bloop single, and I was late. It's weird. I strike out with Beltran. He caught me looking at that changeup, and then he went ahead and brought in Dellin. I should not have swung at that, but I did. It was a good pitch. So now Matthews is up, and he throws a hanging slurve here. I squared it up, read it perfect, and it's just an out. So I bring in Doolittle for the save since Seager's up. First pitch. We get the first out. Now Ripken's up. This is the first pitch. It's called a ball. Got a 1-0 count. I go to throw a slider, miss my spot. I think I'll let it play out from here. Inside fastball. Strike 2. Or strike 1. My bad. Matthews makes that play. Throws him out at first. Now Dellin's up. He pinch hits and brings in Rott. I counter and bring in Jansen, and he switches to Freddie Freeman. Throw a slider here. He fouls it off. And then I go to throw a sinker away. He makes contact. It tries to be late with it, and that's it. That's the game. So, I mean, this game's pretty much, you know, exactly what's been happening to me lately. There's been a lot of people getting late and early hits, and then I'll come up there with good timing and stuff, and it just gets caught. And then as soon as I start, you know, being off the ball with my PCI or something, I'll start getting hits. It's pretty weird. I mean, usually if I square something up, I can pretty much count on it not to be anything. Like, I would say right now, 60% of the time, it's nothing. And then I can actually come up there and be completely off the ball with my PCI and have an early or late swing and get a hit or a home run out of it. And I've just been noticing that a lot lately. Every time I stream, it happens. Like, like people will be like, "What the fuck? You squared that up perfect," and then I'll come up there like the next batter or something and have a completely early swing, and the piece of y'all will be completely down and off the ball, and it'll be like a home run. But I don't know. Like, I just wanted to put something out because it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. But alright, guys. You all have a great day. Alright, see you.